Hello. All right. It's my favorite time of year. It's Halloween. Oh, look, my witch's hat is crooked. Let's fix those feet. All right. So, I want to talk about today how you can intuitively bring in and make your own witch's brew for Reiki weight loss. So, why does this come in? So, I love being a witch. I've definitely been a witch in a past life, and I'm a good witch in this life. And I'm pretty sure I was mixing potions and making brews and cooking stews for entire communities in my last life. So, in this life, I have a very large family and I love to cook. So, how do I cook and what kind of joy has that brought me in? And what has it taught me about weight loss and that joy that we just starve ourselves from? So, intuitively cooking means that you listen to the voices in your head and in your heart, and then your spirit's right below. Okay, so spirit, heart chakra. Oh, see, look, shout out to little mostly motivated. And if you're mostly motivated to get in the kitchen, then you can cook a variety of things that are going to be amazing for your family and it's going to bring everybody together and then the joy will multiply and your spirit will be more creative. And so how does that relate to your physical body is it the more joy we can bring in, the less space we have for worry, the less space we have for stress. And so we bring in joy on every layer, the etheric layer, the mental layer, the spiritual layer, the emotional layer, and then we eat the food in our physical layer. And then we process it down our throat chakra, down our heart, through the spirit. And the spirit says, yay, you listened to me while we were in the kitchen. So, how do I cook? Well, I usually look at what's on the counter and what's in the fridge. And then I also check the freezer. So, and then I do a lot of cooking by color. So, you want to enhance your senses, okay? And you want to pick those tomatoes that look really red. Or when I was in the grocery store this week, like the tomatillos and the poblanos and all the peppers were just calling my name. And then the gluten-free pastas, they had all these crazy shapes and stuff. So took some pastas down and have all of the veggies out. So tonight is going to be my witch's brew with some gluten-free pasta. And then I got some kind of pepper, like ancho chili pepper sauce, and I'm going to mix it with a little coconut milk. And how did I know how to do that? Okay, well, I just listened to my spirit coming in and saying, try this, do that, put a little bit of dash here, put a little bit of dash there. Now, if I don't know how to do any of it, then sometimes I'll look at a recipe just to make sure like I'm not going to really mess it up. But I don't like cooking from recipes unless I'm trying to do something very specific and but for the majority of the time, I really listen to what the spirit wants to cook because I love to try new things. And the family, as long as I keep it somewhat in the realm and not too many onions, not too much garlic, well, they'll eat a lot of garlic, but they just can't see it. Not too many greens. So the greens have to be kind of ground up or cooked down to where they kind of taste like the rest of the stuff in the brew. Okay. And pretty much anything goes after that. So just not a lot of onions is pretty much the rule in my house. So when you're listening to your spirit, you are not listening for the voice that says, don't screw it up. Don't do that. No one's going to like that. Oh, you're hiding that. They're going to say no. You don't want to listen to that voice. That's your ego voice. That's the voice that's scared that your creation is not going to come out. And so you want to listen to the voice that's like, no, try that. Grab that can off the shelf at the grocery store. Try that vegetable. don't know how to cook that. I'm going to bring this because that looks good and different. And like this week, I bought these giant mushrooms. I was watching something and they said to cook vegetarian, like a chicken breast. It's called maitake mushrooms. Well, I can't find them in any store here. So I bought like this giant bulbous mushroom patch. So I'm going to try and grill it up like a chicken breast for a vegetarian dish. So I might throw that in my brew tonight. Not sure. So I'll have these big packet of mushrooms, which I don't expect the kids to eat, but I might chop off a little bit and give it to them on the side. And then some pasta and then this sauce and the tomatoes, obviously. So and then I always turn on music. Don't forget the music. Okay. Always turn on the music when you're cooking. And I usually go for some oldies. So I like bust out some Earth, Wind, and Fire. And I love Elton John. And we listen to a lot of pop because I had younger kids, but some oldies really brings in my like cooking soul and my joy. And so what I do when I cook is I dance and I move and I shake. So I'm burning some calories and I'm laughing, I'm having fun. And I usually pour myself a little glass of wine, a hot tea, and a water. I usually have 3 drinks going. And so that way I can just always stay hydrated and have a little 5 o'clock happy hour and make my Italian witch's brew, which should turn out interesting. And then always some water. So that voice, that way, if you're drinking all 3 things, then your ego can't come in and say, you're not drinking water. And you can say, yes, I am. Here's my water. And then the spirit wants to always stay hydrated and wants the body to be working and staying nice and calm. So you don't want to overdrink and intuitive cook while you're halfway getting drunk. Don't want to do that because that muddles the message of your spirit. And so then you'll just be throwing shit in and you won't be actually really having that relationship with yourself and in the kitchen. You just want to like lightly sip water, tea, your drink of choice, and with some music. And that way you can get the kids to come in and help you cut some vegetables, or you can get out of your funk and get off of the TV and just throw everything in a pot and then stir it up. Get ready for Halloween, my favorite month, and stir it up. And then a little prayer, hope for the best. And then I always do a little disclaimer to the family. If you don't like it, it's okay. It's something new I tried. I hope you enjoy it. I made it with lots of love. And then some days they serve themselves. Some days I serve it if it's, complicated. And then we can sit down and eat. And today is Friday. So we have, everybody's going in kind of different directions. So we'll have 3:30 eaters, 4:30 eaters, 5:30 eaters, and then probably at like a 7. So you want to have it ready. And so if you aren't able to get home and cook around 4 or 5 for those early bird eaters, then you can wake up early and do your witch's brew in the morning and have a morning dance party and get those that blood pumping, those arms pumping. You can even do some squats in the kitchen for fun, and I do a few high kicks and, just being silly, not with a workout intention or, because I'm not going to work out today. Today is an off day. And so I'm not going to work out today. And so I'm going to have fun in the kitchen, but I'm still going to be working on my biceps, be working on my rotator cuff and working on my shoulders and getting my aura clear, making dinner for the fam, and really being the channeling in, what your spirit wants to cook and what it wants to serve others. So hope this has really helped you step into the world of intuitive cooking, and it brings so much joy on the different layers, which then helps the body heal, the mind have fun instead of bossing you around, telling you what a bad cook you are, because you're an amazing cook and you're an intuitive cook. and then you feed the body with beautiful, nourishing food that it can process and digest and love. So, all right. Well, have a happy Friday. Have a beautiful Halloween, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.